It's the 26th of May, 2016, and no walking today because Mom and May will have somewhere to go. Well, I don't mean no walking period today, just no walking first thing in the morning because they have to go to that. So that's probably going to happen later on today. I got an email from GameStop because I hadn't used my power-up rewards because, honestly, I'd forgotten about them. So now I'm going through that and trying to figure out what I want to get. Combinations, stuff like that. I'm pretty much sure of one digital game in there I'm at least getting, which may be Halloween this year, maybe Halloween another time, not really sure. Point is, it is one of those jump scary type games, and I thought, yeah, let's use some of these on the content as well. Down here, out with the dogs. Actually, just waiting for Mom to get home because we got Who to do today, too, as soon as she gets home. And I'm waiting for that place to get back to me, too. Considering that they sent me a message around 12 yesterday, if they're going by the same schedule, then it should almost be time. I'm not expecting it on the dot, but around that time. So I didn't go out to get me a red nose, but if I had, I'd totally be doing that today, because why not? I just recently found out Red Nose Day was a thing in America. I knew it was a thing in Britain, or just all of the UK, but I had no idea that it was an American thing too. Just got a call from my little cousin, and she said that, well, she was trying to find out if Mom and Mama had already gotten home. They haven't yet. I sometimes have problems deciphering calls from her. It's not her fault or anything. I just sometimes have problems doing it. Anyways, apparently there's a tree down somewhere, and she was checking if they got past it or something. I don't know. That's the closest thing I was able to figure out. Point is, they're most likely on their way then, if they can get past this tree, if it's actually in the way. Again, that's the best I could come up with. Just heard car doors. Yep. She's home. Today has been the busiest Thursday Mom has had in a while, so we figured something out. We're going to do Who later on this evening. Since Critical Role has a one-off where they're going to do a Q&A and stuff like that tonight, I can miss a little bit of that for Who. So, we're good. A package came in yesterday, by the way. I just haven't gotten around to opening it yet. Shall we? So I actually know what this is, but reach in here. Haha! My Contender expansion. The Contender 2016 expansion pack. So all the stuff that's been going on, these debates in politics, now will be in my Contender game. And I will actually get to see how this expansion pack affects a real game, because at game night tonight at the library, they got the expansion too. So, it up so I could take a look at it. Some of the new topics include classified data, immigration, campaign donors, white privilege, and of course, the wall. Because come on, that had to be in there. The new topics go inside my copy. Still gonna separate the blue cards though. Love the way that they've colored these cards. You can kind of tell them apart, so I know that I'm putting the topic cards in the right place. I gave the argument deck 3 cuts just to go to 3 random things, and here's the stuff that are examples of what are in this. So some of the new arguments allow me to open your eyes. Let's get rid of the lines around blank, and I'm Jewish. It's the worst impromptu Bernie Sanders I've ever done in my life. I can do a lot better than that. Oddly enough, everyone has sort of things that their impressions build upon. For some reason, my Bernie Sanders builds upon the phrase, I would just like to say. It's sort of that one part of a person's vocalization that you kind of get in your head to get you into the rest of it, sort of thing. So yeah, I think without that, I kind of suck. But then all impressions are without that kind of suck. That's kind of how... It's a trick. Little trick. One slight problem. My cards that are the politically incorrect ones don't fit in the box now with the new expansion. So what I did was I put the expansion in here, and you can actually tell the difference. There's a visible line, because those are worn and those aren't yet. Shuffled up, it won't be an issue. It's just obvious because it's one big block, right? And then I'm going to figure out something to do with the politically incorrect cards. These cards are kind of a collector's thing anyway, because I was part of the Kickstarter, so, yeah. I'm in the library waiting for the rest of the crew to show up. Meanwhile, 2 of the other ones are in there with their iPads and stuff, watching Vines and stuff. What if I felt she needed to defend herself and go, oh, they're really good dancers, and I'm like, I make content, I know about Vine and stuff like that. I'm not an old man, you know. That's the elevator. It's really noisy. While I was standing here, I did the most OCD thing ever. That sign was upside down, so I flipped it around. Well, it was someone being a smart aleck anyway, so, Not that it'll do much, but... Am I sunburned, by the way? I look slightly sunburned and I don't feel it. Oh, well. Every Thursday across the road, there's a farmer's market. I keep on forgetting to get myself some pocket money to take along, because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't take cards. Technically, I don't have any cash flow, so I shouldn't be spending money on things anyway, but still, fresh fruit and everything, that's a lot better than the stuff you get at Walmart. Quick shout while I'm waiting for Critical Role to come on. The Contender expansion. It's just as fantastic as I thought. It's hilarious.